Christian, come over and get this goddamn camera.
Oh, I'm supposed to get the camera from you?
Yeah, don't, oh, bummed out. Time to walk away. Leave the camera guys in the fucking death basement.
In my continuing search to document forgotten and abandoned places in and around New York City, I stumbled upon the remains of a castle in the middle of the Hudson River. It sits on an island a few people outside of New York have ever heard about. It's called Polypal Island. The island was purchased in 1900 by a Scottish-born businessman named Francis Bannerman. Bannerman was the biggest surplus arms dealer in the United States, and when his warehouse in New York City became too big, the city asked him to move his 30 million plus munitions cartridges to a safer location, because, they didn't want New York City to blow up. So in 1901, Bannerman started construction on a new warehouse and summer home on Polypal Island. He designed the structure himself, modeling it after Scottish, Moorish, and Belgian designs. However, he died in 1918 before it was ever fully completed. And in 1920, New York City officials' fears were realized when 200 pounds of gunpowder and shells exploded. In 1967, the Bannerman family sold the island to New York State, and just 2 years later, a massive fire, believed to have been caused by arson, left only a shell of the building. But for the past 25 years, the Bannerman Castle Trust has been working to save what remains. They've agreed to let us onto the island and get a closer look. But we have to get there first.
Is this our guy?
This is our guy.
So somebody's going to kayak across, though, right?
Yeah, so Terence doesn't know this, but we're not taking this boat. Have you ever been on a kayak?
No, I've never been on a kayak.
Kayaks are fun. They build character. And
Kayaks are fun. Put that on my gravestone. Kayaks were fun.
This is good.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, it's the water. We're in the water. Oh my god.
I don't think this was the smartest kayaking outfit, and I have no excuse. I knew we were doing this.
But you look great.
Thanks, buddy. What I failed to tell Terence was a man recently drowned while kayaking near this very spot. But anyways.
What's the plan? What are we going to see when we get there? What are we looking for?
So there's very little left of the original castle. I'm just curious to know what's still there. Like, I've seen a lot of old photos. I know what the structure looked like initially. I know the stories of what happened to it. I'm really curious to know what's left.
This is awesome. This is fucking awesome. This is really fucking cool. This is when I fall over, wouldn't that be fun?
You guys own the island right now. It is yours.
Cool. I've never been on an abandoned island before.
I don't even think I've ever been on an island before.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's not true.
All right, so we should not touch anything.
Don't touch anything.
Do not touch anything. I'll be honest, there's more left than I thought would be here.
So this thing caught fire. There was ammunition in it.
No, so in 1920, it's like 200 pounds of gunpowder and shells blew up. And that did damage, like busted all the windows and damaged the foundation. But what we're seeing here is mostly from a fire in 1969, and then just decades of decay. And so these supports that are now up are the work of the Bannerman Castle Trust, which are really the only thing that's keeping these up. If we died here, we would so haunt this place.
Oh my god, I would be the best ghost.
We would be the best ghosts.
Oh my god, that's my dream. You don't even know. Oh, hello. Welcome to my home. It's a early 20th century abandoned castle. You know, it's just something I picked up. There he goes. Never to return.
There's a door.
There's a door?
There's a door.
Oh God, what is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? Hey,
Do you want to go to the camera?
I got it.
Look at this.
But you
There's a
want
room
to
down
go
here.
right in there, in that spooky hole, that spooky dark hole.
How are you with confined spaces?
Doesn't matter. See, look, there he goes. I feel like I'm gonna need like 48 tetanus shots after this. Oh God. Oh, what the fuck? This is like some Blair Witch shit right here.
So this was the workers' chambers, and apparently this is the best preserved area inside the castle now. It feels like we are so far removed from everything.
Yeah.
Like we're not an hour outside New York City.
No, we're not. We're not even in this fucking year, man. We're not even in this year.
We're in a place that, even though there's some level of access to this place, like it is so difficult to find documentation of what happened here and what this island used to be.
And I think it's important, like we read so much about this stuff and you know, you research it and everything, but like it never feels real, right? It never feels like tactile, you know, like until we go here. Right? People were here. Like this is like a real, people stood here and worked here and lived part of their lives here.
It's a good thing we're doing. So, after we checked out what it looked like below the rubble, we wanted to check out what it looked like from above. Where did we come from?
This is where we...
No, it's not. We're lost.
Oh no. No, is this like a thing where like it doesn't make sense, the castle doesn't make sense, it's a labyrinth and it's a supernatural thing and this is how we die?
No, I think we're good. I think we just used the wrong stairs. And with that, we headed back home. But one thing I want to point out really quick. This is not the kind of place one should visit on their own. The folks at Bannerman Castle Trust personally invited us to take a look around. The island is lined with motion sensors, and trespassers can be ticketed or even arrested. And the money the trust has to use towards security is money they aren't able to put towards saving what's left on the island. But there is a way to visit. From May to October, Storm King Adventure Tours brings a small group of kayakers to the island. Even better, they donate 40% of the proceeds to the preservation of the castle. So let us know what you think. What forgotten or abandoned place should we go to next?
I think I could live out on the sea. I could do this. I mean, if you're just constantly, you know, driving me around in a kayak, yeah.